VEVOR asked me to take a look at this product and make this short video, so let's take it out of the box and check it out. And here we are all set up and ready to go. So the saw's got a lot of features, pretty cool. So it locks down in this position, keep it a little bit lower profile for storage. Remove the lock in the back, and then it'll rotate up like that. You can rotate it and cut. You can cut 90-degree cuts, no problem. But you can rotate it left and right with this thumb release here, and you can adjust out to 45-degree angles. So as you're doing your cut, you're coming down on that 45, which is pretty nice. And then when you get into the angle that you want specifically, you can tighten this down and lock it in place doing that. You can go this way as well, the other direction. It also will tilt left and right and do those other kind of angled cuts as well. So on the back here, there's a release. You can loosen that, and then I'm able to take the whole saw and tilt it. And you can see the angles are given here from 0 to 45. So it'll lay right down on a 45 if you need to do cuts of that fashion. So if you're doing crown molding or any kind of shoe mold, you need to do those cuts at 12.5 degrees and those kind of specifics, then you can do that with this saw really easy. Got the guard that automatically moves out of the way as you're cutting the wood here as well, and it's got roller on it on the front edge. So as the board is encountered, it'll flow over it easily without getting jammed, which is pretty nice. Got a dust bag that it comes with here in the back that it'll catch much of the dust, but if you've got a standard vacuum hose, you can put that here on the back as well, and you can vacuum out any of the sawdust coming right off the back of the saw. You've got some extensions here, so if you're using some longer pieces of wood, you want to keep them level on the saw, you can use these extensions, and that'll support the wood on either end. They just slide in and out real easy. You've also got a clamp down here too. If you're using, doing some cuts where you need the boards to be in place and not moving around at all on you, then you can put these in place here like this and tighten it down, and that would clamp it right down so you're getting a good steady cut. And you might want to put some blocking here because you're just measuring certain cuts over and over. You can just stabilize that out here right on the saw. You've got a couple options where you would install this arm here. You can do it here, down in here in front, different locations that you can do with that. So pretty much has everything you need in a chop saw, and it cuts real nice too. So let's check it out here. Oh, another feature I didn't want to forget. On the top here, you've got a light, and you might not be able to see it that well in the daylight here. Yeah, I guess you can. But you can see on my hand here that light will show exactly where you're cutting, and it'll throw a shadow on the board. So as I'm looking down here, I can see where I'm going to cut because it shows a shadow line next to the saw blade, and I know that's right where I'm going to hit. So it's very helpful. This is like a newer invention that a lot of saws have. They used to have lasers, but the lasers could get out of line. But the shadow of the blade itself is never going to get inaccurate. So it just shines an LED light down so you can see what you're working on, but you can also have that measuring line doubled up so you know you're cutting exactly where you need to be. So in this case here, if I want to cut right where this hole is, I'm just going to line it up here underneath the shadow. I've got myself right where I need to be, and I can do that cut. And nice and clean, and I'll hit that target every time. So really good deal. It's got a 10-inch blade on it, comes with the blade already installed. You don't have to worry about that. Overall, really good chop saw, and pretty efficient overall in terms of cost effectiveness and whatnot. So definitely would recommend. VEVOR makes great stuff, and this is just another example. Hope that helps. Have a great day.